Hello everyone, let's start with some mod news. First mod up, Dave's Poses by Dave the Drunk. So this is going to be a pretty fun mod. What this allows you to do is to basically make your settlers or even yourself pose in various different ways. As you can see, I've made Preston stand at the position of attention. A little dirtbag can actually follow orders for once instead of giving them. But it has a wide variety of lists of both masculine and feminine poses. It also comes with the vanilla poses that are within the game. In order to be able to make your settlers do these things, what you need to do is go over to the crafting station, or the chemistry station, and craft either one, the Dave's Play Idle Gun, which is the laser weapon that I have here. It comes with a pretty sweet sound effect as you unholster it, or the Dave's Play Idle Ring. The Dave's Play Idle Ring is basically more or less meant for yourself. He does recommend that you use that in third person, and then equip the ring from your favorites tab. Then select the pose that you want to do. It comes with a pretty good list of things that you want to do. It's really great for doing screenshots and stuff of that nature. There is one that will kill you. It's the vanilla. One of the vanilla poses. I think it's on the second tab, and it's called Saving the Best for Last. And the mod author basically breaks it down Barney style, preventing you from accidentally killing yourself. He gives you 3 chances to back away from it. I think it was the very beginning of this video. You saw what happened to Preston. He ended up falling down on his ass afterwards. It's the vanilla animation from where you first go to Diamond City, and the brother's accusing the other brother of being a synth, and ends up getting blasted in the back of the dome. But overall, I'd say this is a pretty good mod. It's really great if you like taking screenshots and things of that nature, and I highly recommend this one. It does exactly what it's supposed to do, and no issues. Next mod up, Seeker's Sight, adding darker grass and flowers to the CommonWealth. So ladies and gents, this next mod is actually used in conjunction with 2 other mods, Green in the CommonWealth and Vivid Weathers. Both are very awesome mods, and I highly recommend those, so go check them out. But this is Seeker's Sight, and what Seeker's Sight does is basically adds in a bunch of darker textures for both the grass and the flowers. It also adds in a bunch of ginormous freaking trees all around Sanctuary, which I think adds a little bit more to the, storyline here. I mean, Boston wasn't hit necessarily as bad as, say the, DC. And, after 200 something years, you would expect to see trees grown up and unchecked and kind of all over the place, and it just adds a lot more to it. The mod author actually went a little bit further with it. He also removed all the crap that was laying in the roadways, and all the debris and like overflown like logs. So for you PC users who have like the vehicle mods and stuff like that, you might want to look into it just to see that. But I think overall it's pretty awesome looking, and I highly recommend it. I did notice a slight issue when you get into the more built-up areas of the city. You tend to get a lot more lower FPS, so you do take a little bit of a hit, but it's nothing tremendous. I think it's also just the fact that I have so many of my visual mods all piling on top of each other, and then you're going into the heart of Boston, where you just have so many different textures just trying to be rendered all at once. So, and especially on the consoles, it's a little taxing. But overall, highly recommend it. Definitely give it a look and check it out. Next mod we're doing is Manufacturing Extended. So ladies and gents, this is the mod I'm actually really excited about. What this thing does is it just adds a lot more useful tools and factories to the manufacturing system that was provided by Bethesda. It was a little bit lacking, kind of felt a little tacked on. So what I'm going to be doing here, I'm going to be showing you how some of these work, and then I'm just going to kind of show you what all was added. First, I want to talk about the recycler. That's by far my most favorite add-on from this mod. Basically what this thing does is it takes all the junk and crap you find out in the wasteland and breaks it down into its base components. So what I love to do is I just like to toss everything into a hopper, watch it get dropped down onto the conveyor belt and fed into the recycler, and then it gets sent on down to the conveyor workshop storage. And from there, it'll just reroute it back to your workshop, which is awesome. You don't have to go down there and, individually collect up a bunch of items, from all your junk stuff. You also have the component extractor and object extractor. The object extractor is going to do, just that. It's going to pull out exactly what you put in there. So if you set in one teddy bear, it's going to pull out a bunch of teddy bears. Whatever you have it in that, it's going to make the matching item come out through the assembly line. The component extractor kind of works a little bit like the recycler. What that thing does is, if you put one steel in there, it's going to look through your workshop and all your junk items, and it's going to grab anything that has steel in it, break it down, and then send the steel down the conveyor belt line. You also have a Vault-Tec and Faction Auto Loom. It basically allows you to mass produce all the, various faction items or Vault-Tec clothing, such as lab coats, security armor, the jumpsuits, the Vault-Tec jumpsuits. Makes it to where you can just mass produce all that stuff, and it makes it a lot easier to equip your settlers with specific items, especially if you want make your own vault type thing. You also have a power armor forge. That's pretty cool because it allows you to build your own power armor pieces. I found that it's a little bit buggy when you try to set it to like the limbs, such as the arms and legs. It doesn't really want to produce it. A lot of times all I get is just the torso piece, and that's it. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or anything of that nature, but maybe you guys can kind of clue me in if I'm not doing something right. You also have the distillery. That's pretty cool in itself. You can make your own alcohol, and you can make your own Nuka-Cola. I think overall this mod adds a lot of more versatility to this manufacturing system and just makes it a lot better. So that was my mod review on Manufacturing Extended and all the others. Hopefully you all liked the video. If so, like and subscribe. If not, leave me some hate mail in the comments below. Most of all, hope you all have a wonderful day.